I'm Paul from the Studio Rats. Now, I've got my grubby little hands today on an original 1952 Les Paul Goldtop. And I borrowed this off a friend of mine, and I've just done a review of one of his amps, which is the Lazy J J10. And to be honest, I want to get this back to him as soon as possible because I'm not very responsible and I don't particularly want to be responsible for such a valuable instrument. So what I thought I'd do is just do a quick review and maybe even compare it to my 1960 custom shop Les Paul. So now this is a bit of a different one because what's happened with this guitar is, even though he's got all the original parts, he's taken off the original bridge, which is this sort of wraparound bridge that Gibson first invented, I think in 1951, and he's replaced it with this Bigsby, which, you know, some people would probably say is sacrilege, but to me it's become the ultimate Les Paul as well. One of the other things I didn't realise about the 52s, and I could be wrong on this, but it seems to me that it's got a slightly different body shape. I don't know if this is just this one or if it's all of them, but the bottom of the body here is much fatter than my 1960 style guitar. But personally, I love a relic guitar, and I've got a few Fender custom shop relics, and I love what they do to them. I think they look absolutely great. I know some people hate them, but this is a proper relic, as in all of the oxidization you'll see here, all of the green and all of the lacquer checking is all original, and I think it just looks amazing. I mean, this is pretty much a dream guitar. Now, the thing that I love about this Les Paul in particular is the fact that it's got P90s. Now, all of the 1952s had P90s because probably humbuckers weren't invented at the time. And the great thing about a P90 is that it sounds in between a single coil and a humbucker. So you can get all those in between sounds. So for instance, far more clarity than you get from a humbucker, but also it overdrives really, really well as well. Now, because this is an early model guitar and it has P90s, the early P90s were really low output. So let me go and grab my custom shop 1960 Les Paul and let's compare the sound of it. So what do I think of this? I actually think this one sounds better than my 1960 custom shop. I think with this one, you have to fight it a little bit, even though it plays great for its age. It is, 70 years old now. So it hasn't got the refinements of, say, a modern guitar, and it's got fretwear and it's got wear at the back of the neck. But it sounds incredible and I love the clarity of it. So do I wish I owned it? Yes, I definitely do. So I'm Paul from the Studio Rats. I hope you guys got something out of that. Don't forget to like and subscribe and push that little bell button down there, and you'll be notified of any future videos that come out from the Studio Rats. And I'll see you next time. Cheers.